Yo, what's good, motherfuckers? It's your boy Nate Ridge. Welcome back to the channel. You know how it is, you know how we do. This is Dope or Nope. Today we're going to be reacting to Eminem's Tone Deaf lyric video that he dropped last night. I'm a bit later behind this drop when, like, middle of the night when I was asleep, so yeah. Sorry if I'm late to the party. So obviously I've heard the track because it came out on his Music to Be Murdered by B-side. So I've obviously heard the track before, but the lyric video dropped for the first time last night, so that's what I'm going to be reacting to. I'm going to try and pull out as many Easter eggs and as many, you know, cameos and stuff like that, little added features in that might relate to other things. I'm going to try and pull them out and try and explain them as best as I can, but as always, I'm not going to be able to catch them all. This is just my first run through, and that's all it will be. Straight into it without further ado. Let's go! It's got a liquor store, shady business.
Yeah.
It's got a beat song by Drake.
I'm sorry. Huh? What did you say? Oh. I can't hear you. I have an ear infection and I can't finger it out.
Backward tape.
Yeah, it's my alter ego's fault. These evil thoughts could be so dark. Cerebral palsy, 3 so lost. I eat those.
Right, so is that what he's going to go in with then? He's going to go in with his cartoon style, because obviously Eminem has said in multiple interviews if he didn't become a rapper, what he would have gone into is being a comic book artist or a comic book illustrator or comic book writer. So you could definitely see that inspiration coming out now in his older pieces, all comic book style art that he's going for. He's going out a lot more being, you know, taking a creative approach. He's expanding his creative. Fuck it. Just doing things he enjoys, I guess.
To Rico Suave, look it up. Cadillac with a ladder rack in the back with a cracked axle, a backpack full of packs, on a black satchel, a knapsack, and a flask full of yak and Jack Daniels. Girl, let's go back to my castle. I don't wanna hassle you, Alexandra, but my dick's an acronym because it stands for you. Wait, Alexandra.
Dick's an acronym because it stands for you.
All I know is Friday I met you. Saturday I'll probably forget you. Guess that's what the Molly and next do. Cause who the fuck am I laying next to?
Right, yeah, that's another thing I've got to say about this track, if not this whole album. Especially the B-side, there was a lot of wordplay, but I think it was more focused on the rhyme schemes and the flow. Like, old Eminem, if you listen to his Infinite, and even for those hardcore fans, go and check out Foolish Pride EP if you've not heard it. That's an EP Eminem made when he was about 16, 17 years old. Even way back then, his rhyme schemes were crazy, you know. What's that first line on Infinite? My pen and paper cause a chain reaction, so get your brain relaxing, cause Aniac a maniac in action, a brainiac infection, you mainly lack attraction, you look insanely whack when just a fraction of my tracks runs, my rhyming skills got you climbing hills. Ooh, that song, every time I hear that song, that gets me gassed. That song reminds me of what hip-hop is. But yeah, that's what this album reminds me of a bit now. It's not so much in the style of his old stuff, but there's definitely a more of a focus on the wordplay and the rhyme schemes and the flow than there was in, say, Recovery. Do you know what I mean? That was more about sending a message. This B-side now, I kind of feel like the messages have gone. Now he's just more having fun with it. Obviously there's still some underlying messages in there, but I don't think it's as heavily leaning political-wise or other things, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's carry on.
Since D nice to the rescue, feel a fresh crew, been a lab rat from a test tube. I'm going in like the red roof. Red roof in. You don't like it, eat a cock till your jaw breaks. Call it caught me between a rock and a hard place, like a Sasquatch in a crawl space. Cause you're watching your heart race like your Scarface in a car chase with the cops or an arcade, stuck inside of a Mario Kart race, stuck in saw blades at a stop and a start pace. What I'm trying to say is I'm driving them all crazy.
Oh, you know what it is? It's the imagery that he creates on this track as well. It's the images he puts in, it's the stories he tells and how he tells them. That's what really makes this album stand out.
Can't understand a word you say. I'm tone deaf. I think this way I prefer to stay. I'm tone deaf. I won't stop even when my hair turns gray. I'm tone deaf. They won't stop until they can.
Right, so that looks like a throwback to the Cleaning Out My Closet track, the music video for Cleaning Out My Closet, and was digging that hole, you know, digging a grave for his mom or digging a grave whatever for his past self, whatever the metaphor was that you took it as in that, or whatever the metaphor was that he meant as that. That seems to me like a throwback. He's in the woods, he's digging a grave with a shovel by hand, just himself, so.
I see the rap game, then attack the verses. Turn it to a graveyard packed with hearses. Just like your funeral, I'm at your service. Pockets on stuff like a taxidermist. Just landed in Los Angeles when this chick Angela and her grandmother in a tan-colored van pull up with a handful of Xans.
Angela and her grandmother pull up in a tan van with a... Oh, so he gives me gas, man.
Substantial amount of gan just to ask what my plans for the night are.
Gan just to ask what my ganja.
I said sneak into the sleep in for the weekend and pretend it's a 5-star. Yeah, or leap into the deep end of the pool. I can show you where the dives are. We don't even gotta
leap into the deep end of the pool. I can show you where the dives are, like a dive bar.
drive far. I know this spot that is so live, but I'm trying to get some head first, like a nosedive. So many side chicks can't decide which to slide with and which should I ditch. So when it comes to ass, bitch, I get behind like the Heimlich. Had one chick who liked to flip sometimes on some switch inside shit. Pushed her out the sidekick, then I flipped the little white bitch off like a light switch. It's okay not
flick the little white bitch off like a light switch.
To like my shit. Everything's fine, drink your wine, bitch, and get offline with whining. This is just a rhyme, bitch. But ask me, will I stick to my guns like adhesive tape? Does Bill Cosby sedate once he
What's he
treats
got
the
in the back there?
cheesecake?
He's got some pills, he's got some murder weapons, he's got some CDs. What else he got in there?
A decent steak. You
Cognac. I don't see any cameos in there.
think getting rid of me
Might be missing
cake. I'm harder than finding hard.
I might be missing shit as well. Like I said at the start, I'm not gonna catch everything, but I'm gonna do my best. This is just my first time watching it, my first time through, and that's all it's gonna be. Do you know what I mean? I'll need 100 times watching this video to catch everything.
Weinstein a date, and that's why they say I got more lines than Black Friday. So save that shit for the damn library. You heard of Chris Christopherson? Yeah. Well, I'm pissed offerson. Paul's asking for Christmas off again. I said no, then I spit this song for him. It goes, I can't understand how.
Obviously, he's on about Paul Rosenberg there, having a back and forth again, as they've always done on his tracks, on his albums throughout history, just going backwards and forwards, taking the piss out of each other, shouting at each other, you know. You know how it is.
You say I'm tone deaf. I think this way I prefer to stay. I'm tone deaf. I won't stop even when my hair turns gray. I'm tone deaf. They won't stop.
Do you know something, right? In terms of cancel culture,
until they cancel me. Bitch, I can make orange rhyme with banana.
I love that line.
Eating pork rind, sword fighting in pajamas. At the crib playing Fortnite with your grandma. But I'm more like a 4 or 5 with the grammar. Like to show you why your 5 favorite rappers can't touch this.
Top 5 rappers ripped up on that, your top 5 rappers on that newspaper that he wiped his ass with.
Or I get the hammer. I should warn you, I'm Thor-like in this manner. But the day I lose sleep over you critiquing me, I ever let you cocksuckers eat it. Me, I need
So
to
that was
be.
all his iconic costumes in the background. I think they had the one from like, wait, do you know when he did the show in New York, where he had the chainsaw and the mask and shit? I can't remember what fucking music video that was from, but I know there are all these iconic outfits from music videos. You know what I mean?
Motherfucking pizzeria, but you ain't getting no cheese from me. I went from Little Caesars, real teases, grilled cheeses, being dirt poured, filthy rich, but still me, bitch. Like a realtor, that's real tea, bitch. Aftermath, bitch, whole camp lit. We put out fire, Dre stamps it. With my cohorts, hit a Bogart. Yeah, got your whole squad yelling, oh God. Here comes Marshall, with no holds barred. Bitch, I'm a hurricane, you're a blowhard. Like your old broad, she full of semen, like the Coast
I'm
Guard.
trying to follow this story as well in the music video, but I've got no idea what's going on. Originally, he was stopped at a traffic stop, wasn't listening to the feds. Then he seemed like he was in he was being chased by the feds. And then he was in what the fuck do they call it? No, when you're under investigation or under arrest and they take you to an interrogation room. Then he was in an interrogation room with 2 feds. And then Paul Rosenberg got him out, and now he's back under police chase, I think. I don't know. But there's 8 Mile Road anyway. Your funeral, straight ahead.
And life's been pretty good to me so far, for the most part. Had a couple of run-ins with Popo, caught a couple of assault charges. Got a few priors, like crowbars, which is so odd, cause I'm 40.
Priors. I won't get that line, but I know he got assault charges from that Guerrera guy, that bodyguard that was kissing Kim. And then apparently M ran up and pistol whipped the motherfucker. M says he just hit him with a fist, but I ain't gonna get into that. It's all alleged. Allegedly. Shit.
Now that 5-0 starting to creep up on me like a patrol car. I'll be an old fart, but you don't want no parts, so bitch don't start. Simmer down, compose yourself, Mozart. I ain't with nowhere, call me coleslaw, cause I'm out for the cabbage and I'm so raw. And if time is money, you have no clocks.
You know what this reminds me of as well, this video style? If you ever watch the Red Hot Chili Peppers videos, I don't know if it's is it Give It Away? No. California Kid? No. It might be the Can't Stop video. but they all go into a video game, and it's almost like Burnout Paradise style video game, and this is what it's like, kind of the chases. It's the same kind of art style.
Caught within close proximities, getting cold cocked. My enemies, I'm a chimney, give me the smoke ops. And R.I.P. the king, run, and it don't stop. And I know not what the fuck you say. I told y'all it ain't me, it's my alter ego's fault. But if y'all wanna cancel me, no problem.
This is almost like a continuation as well of his tune, Framed. Was that on Revival, I think it was, or Kamikaze? Revival, I think it was, because it was kind of a sucky song, no offense, but yeah, Framed, where you were saying, oh, it's my alter ego, it wasn't me, shit like this, bitch, I'm being framed. That feels like a continuation. This feels like a continuation of that track.
You the same thing I told Paul. I can't understand a word you say. I'm tone deaf. I think this way I prefer to stay. I'm tone deaf.
Right, so you got Shady, Eminem, and Marshall. I'm assuming. That's what he's saying. He's got the three egos, basically. And he's trying to balance them out. And they all keep getting each other into trouble. You know, if he puts out a track as Shady, everybody wants M. If he puts out a track as M, everybody wants Shady. Tries to say some real shit as Marshall, you know, everybody wants the other two. You know what I mean? He's in a constant fucking circuit of not being able to put. He's basically built himself up to a point where he's so big that he can't please all his fans by just being himself. So he's got to try and balance these three lives, these three personalities, these three careers all in one, and try and keep three kind of sets of fans. You know, you've always got the grey area, the middle area, the overlapping circle where, you know, people are just happy. Like, I'm just happy M puts shit out, whether it's Shady, whether it's M, whether it's Marshall, whatever he's kind of posing as at the time. I'm down to listen to whatever, because I think every other kind of ego, alter ego, brings something different. But there's a lot of people out there that are going, oh, we just want Shady back. And then he'll bring out something like Kamikaze. And then people are going, oh, we want Eminem back. And then he'll bring out a different track. Oh, we want Marshall. Oh, you know what I mean? It's never good enough when you get that big. So it's kind of hard to balance that shit out. But yeah. Anyway.
Even when my hair turns gray, I'm tone deaf. They won't stop until they
He's got away with it.
I'm tone deaf.
Buzz him. Damn, alright. Loved it. In terms of dope or nope, it's got to be dope. I enjoyed the track, but I don't think it's one of M's best. It's still a dope track when you compare it to, you know, all the tracks that are being released nowadays, the wordplay. It's one of them tracks as well where you get gassed by the minimalistic effort. Like, he's like, I can't hear a fucking word you say, I'm tone deaf. Like, he's not actually putting that raw aggressive. You know, if you listen to tracks like The Way I Am, that is a complete different energy level. And that used to get you gassed. So it's complete different M, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. With each different alter ego, it's a complete different sound. It's a complete different style. It's a complete different type of energy that he's going for. So for this, for what it is, for just being a track of bars, having fun, you know, funky rhyme schemes, it's got to be dope, do you know what I mean? It ticks all the boxes, got wordplay, rhyme schemes, fucking, the skill level is unmatchable. So I think he can afford to do things like this, where he releases a track that's not going in, not going hard, but it's still got the fundamentals of old school hip hop there. So yeah, it's got to be dope for me. I loved it. I love the track. I love the album, to be honest with you, but I'm a fucking Eminem stan. I'm a fucking fanboy, I got to admit it. So I love anything that M puts out. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you watching. If you could like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below for me, it really does help me out. I've just dropped my new EP, guys, called Water v Part. There'll be a link down in the description if you want to go check it out. I really appreciate it. But yeah, until next time, guys, love you all. Peace.
You're not the only one with a dark side.
You know, I used to think that this life was about faith, whipping out doubt, turning frowns like about face. Now I'm trying to hide from the clouds and the dark shapes. I'm making loud sounds out of my mouth like you shout rape. When she came along, I thought an angel had found me. I dropped to my knees, bowed my head in a loud praise. She lifted up my chin, saying, baby, you're now safe. Give it to the devil and you won't go without pay. I looked into her eyes, they were blacker than night, with a shadow